It's a beautiful day here in the Mile High City as we welcome you to Coors Field. Guys are ready to head home after this one. It's the road trip finale between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. The Metropolitans are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Antonio Senzatella, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, Senzatella has really made a name for himself. Another one of the strong-arm, big-arm guys that have come out of the Colorado Rockies minor league system. 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good sinking action. Love his slider. It's good. It's hard. It's a short, quick, biting slider. His changeup has gotten better. His best quality, he's not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to employ that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. And there he goes towards second, and he steps off. And he'll be run down between first and second, and a mental mistake that time as he's picked off for the first out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. These Rockies guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, Debro. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Story picks it up, and quickly there are 2 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. And now the Rockies. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1. Set to follow here is Ian Desmond. Full count now. The 3-2 pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Zero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. One out, nobody on. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. On the move is Desmond. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Cespedes. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Here's Nolan Arenado, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Nolan Arenado.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Desmond at second with 2 down. To third. Frazier is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Jay Bruce now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. The 1-2. Hard liner to center field. Blackmon has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
No balls and a strike to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second goes Frazier. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First offering on its way. Way out in front.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after it.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in the run on the double.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got that average pushing up near 360 now. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is low and outside for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
2-0. Here it is. 3-0 now. There's ball 4. The pitcher, Steven Matz, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Story ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next up from New York, Devin Mesoraco. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he fouls this one off. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Squared that one up just a little late. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off 2-2 now.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it on to first, and that'll do it. as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Striding in for the Rockies, Chris Iannetta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Story on at first, nobody out. Breaking ball, that's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Set to get his day started, David Dahl, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Runners on first with one down. Sliders in for a strike.
Got a ball, one strike.
On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Rockies strand 1. They trail it. The famous Red Rock stations found here in Colorado. Welcome back to daytime baseball in Denver. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Digging in to try it again. Jay Bruce hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Todd Frazier is on deck. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. So a big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career, guys. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today, and this is a milestone he can be really proud of. And there are a lot of very good hitters that never got 300 dingers in their career.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Lifted in the air out to right. Dahl is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Bautista. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bautista is exactly a 1 for 3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Antonio Senzatella, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ready on 1 and 2. Now pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Pitch popped up. Bautista is there. 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Desmond swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. First offering on its way. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for Colorado. They're down 4-0. Ready for another chance? Wilmer Flores. He drew a walk his first time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all. And
meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box, Steven Matz.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field.
Dahl is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Dahl in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. Settling in now, Michael Conforto. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Into the second deck and gone. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Number 26 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Kyle Freeland answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they...
Number 21, Kyle Freeland.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jay Bruce would be next. Popped him up. Story on the move. And the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. And that's out number 1. Striding in once again, Trevor Story. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Story is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
3-2 full count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now batting, Chris Iannetta. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And there's ball 2 now.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce, the 301st of his career, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Story scoops it up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Step. In and ready for another shot, Jose Bautista. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Here's one that misses, and down to first goes Bautista. It's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Bautista stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Digging in once again, Steven Matz, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. From the stretch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. LeMahieu relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Outside, 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Gerardo Parra will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. So far this year against Southpaws, Parra hitting better than 200, which is really pretty exceptional for a pitcher.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Conforto has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Rockies strand 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Chris Russin gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Striding in once again, Devin Mesoraco. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. After it is Blackman. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't. Chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Conforto. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Ready for another chance? Ian Desmond. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Ian Desmond is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Flores. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Too low, 1-0. One and one the count now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Count is 1-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. Drilled down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. The runner scores from second.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Iannetta behind now, 0-2.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rockies do get a... Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Jay Bruce will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game, as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning, as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And that's more than a mile high, up into the rooftop area. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce, number 302 career, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. In previous meetings against Chris Russin, he's gone 2 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. No outs, nobody on. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Base hit into right center.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In now, Jose Bautista. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Blackman going back, still ranging back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as the blowout continues. Standing in now, Wilmer Flores, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Now another 1-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Another full count pitch on its way. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Ready for another shot now, Steven Matz. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say he's really earned it. Travis d'Arnaud will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. High and deep to right center. Giving chase is Dahl. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. The 1-0 home is a ball down and away.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Gloved by LeMahieu. To second for 1.
He's good.
Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Blackman there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the Mets 12 and the Rockies 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 46, Jerry Levin.
Ready once again, David Dahl. It was a walk in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Here's Ryan McMahon now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Count is 1
Hey,
and 2.
I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Flipped out the other way toward short, and that'll be the 2nd out. Tony Walters will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Up next for Colorado, pitcher, Tony Walters.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. 249 the average coming in. No home runs as of yet. 10 RBIs.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
2 out, nobody on.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're looking up at a 12. Vito enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 in the dirt, but swung on and missed. Iannetta has it. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Jay Bruce will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 0 for 5. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the third.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 44.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Striding in for the Rockies, Ian Desmond, head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. It's been a steady 5 for 9. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Ramos, a native Texan. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Ian Desmond becomes out number 2 this inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Right side, but it's well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Popped him up. Mesoraco is under it, and that ends the inning. One left for Colorado. They're looking up at a 12. Ready to take his hacks again, Jose Bautista, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Now here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And even 1-1 count to Bautista.
1-1.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So digging in now, Wilmer Flores. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set and the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Popped him up. McMahon has a play. 2 down. So here's the Mets pitcher, AJ Ramos. Brandon Nimmo will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A ball and no strikes. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. But Mayhew towards second. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Matt Albert will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Hit to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Here's another 0-2. Missed with a slider. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Fouled off. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He comes in 0 for 2. First offering on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for Colorado. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 12-1 at the end of this one. The New York Mets took the